Hey there, and welcome back for video number 2 in my Fitting Florets product class for November 2022. This is card number 2, or this is what I'm going to do secondly. I do have a version of this one to show you, so Mum didn't get her hands on this one. So this is, oh, that's my card base. This is the card we're going to make today. It's got more of that beautiful pink designer series paper. These are the 2 flowers that I have. I've actually die cut those from the designer series paper, or you can fussy cut if you haven't got the dies. We've got a lovely smoky slate frame there to contrast with the pink, and you've got a smoky slate layer around there as well. So we'll get on with this one, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so again, you've got a card base, normal size card base for me, and as I say, the measurements you need for the designer series paper are in the PDF, so refer to that. This is a panel for inside. I'm going to pop that in now just so I don't lose it or drop it or something. Just get that in. So that's our little white panel for inside. Might just burnish my card base a wee bit. Okay, so you've also got, what have you got? Lots of bits. Okay, we've got a layer of smoky slate, and again, I've used this piece that's going to be hidden. I've used that to cut my oval, or your oval, just to save wastage. So that's going to pop on the inside there, and then the paper, the pretty paper, is going to sit on the inside there. So you're not going to even see that hole. You won't even know it's there. And just think of all the card stock I saved. So we're going to pop the oval rectangle on first. Very similar technique for this card as we had with the previous one, the easel card that we've just finished. We're going to pop those flowers on the outside, reinforce them with some dimensionals, and stamp our sentiment on the white oval. So you probably don't even need to watch this video. Okay, so we'll pop this. This is our paper. We'll pop this on top. So we're just gluing all this, no dimensionals here. We will be dimensionaling our, just checking our flowers only. So we're going to glue our frame in place. So you've got the frame here, a bit of something attached. I've given you again the oval from the inside. You might be able to use that on another card, but it was probably better in your craft room than in mine, especially because I sold, gosh, 21 of this class. So yeah, you do the math. That was quite a lot of frames and blank circles ovals that I didn't necessarily want. Anyway, so I'm going to pop this frame here, and we're going to glue it this time. As I say, with the first card we used dimensionals, but we're just going to glue this one. And again, as central and as straight as you can manage. I find ovals difficult to get straight because the tops aren't necessarily, the top and bottom aren't necessarily defined. Here we are. I think that's about right. Probably leaning a wee bit to the right, but anyway, that's okay. So there we have our frame on. And you've got a circle from the inside. So it's actually been cut from the inside of this one. Has it? Oh, no, it hasn't. Eek! Sorry. Gosh, guys, I'm really sorry, but that is a bigger, I must have cut it from a different die. Yeah, I did. It's actually bigger than the thing. So rewind slightly, pop your white oval on first. Okay. And then pop your frame over the top. Hopefully you're watching this video before you actually go for it. I do remember now I used the larger frame to cut those because I wanted no gap. Here we are. Apologies. That's the way you're going with that. So white oval first, and then the frame over the top. Phew, I'm glad that wasn't stuck when I realised that. Okay, phew, okay. Oh, take a breath. Okay, so now we're going to add the sentiment. I'm going to use the same sentiment I used on the first card, this for a special person on a special day. I think the thank you would fit as well quite nicely. So depending what your actual requirements are, you can put whatever you want if you're making it for a special occasion. For a special person on a special day. This time I'm going to use grey or smoky slate ink just to sort of make it stand out a wee bit. Now we're going to bring our flowers, and I'll show you the original card. We're bringing our flowers down towards the left-hand side, sort of sweeping around there. So the sentiment has to be on towards the top right-hand side, as much as a sentiment has, as a oval has a top right-hand side. So definitely towards the top, like that. And as I say, we're using our smoky slate ink. Okay, so in your pack you will have one soft succulent sprig of leaves there, and you will also have two little white sort of, what are they, sort of silhouette leaves there as well. You may have to weed them out a bit. Okay, so you've got those, and you will hopefully have fussy cut or die cut a couple of flowers. Now, just to show you how to get that you can get the most out of these fussy cut flowers, you can see there the one I've actually die cut has an edge. It was from the edge of the design series paper, so it went off the edge. So I'm going to use it anyway, but I'm going to hide it behind the cut. I'm going to hide it behind the other full one. So you don't even tell that that's sort of missing a few leaves and things there, and you get to use it for all its loveliness. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to pop this sort of sprig of leaves first, like this. Put some glue. It's just down the spine. I've put the glue, and I'm going to run that along the frame, so that the little flowers sort of, the little leaves sort of go on and off, sort of into the frame and off the frame. I have to be a bit careful there because it's just gone over my sentiment a bit. So I'm going to, you can see there I've popped it so it's just over the S of the special. What I think I might do is just, because they're quite flexible leaves, I can just push that up a wee bit and maybe glue it. Just glue it a little bit closer to the frame so it doesn't move in and cover over my S. You probably won't have that problem because you're far more careful than me. So I've just glued that so it doesn't cover over my sentiment. Okay, then we're going to bring in one of these little leaves. So you can see these leaves are sort of, they complement, they're sort of mirror images of each other. One sort of leans to the right and the other one leans to the left. So we're going to pop the left leaning one there, just on our little frame as well. So again, just some glue down the spine and in there. So that's sort of coming down. It's like about halfway down that little soft succulent leaf, lot of leaves there. Okay, so now we're going to bring in our flowers, and we are going to dimensional, and I'm checking my, yeah, we're going to put dimensions on the one that's on the outside, on the top. So this one is going to be the one that's on top because it's the complete flower. So it's going to pop there. This one that we need to hide, that it's got some bits missing, will go underneath it. And then this other little leaf that you've got, sort of the one that leans the other way, will go that just under there. So keeping that in mind, that one's going to be on dimensionals. This one's going to be glued. So I'm just going to pop some glue on the back of that. Try and remember roughly where I had it and pop it back like that. Pop some glue on this little one as well. Sneak him in and under. Stay where you are. Then grab some dimensionals for this other one, the one that's at the top, or the utmost one, the top one. Okay. And we'll bring this one in over here. There we are. Actually, I want that a wee bit higher. Hopefully I can get it without destroying too much. Yep, that's okay. I want that actually to curve up the side a bit more. That's just me. I probably haven't moved it very far at all, but it sort of curls up a bit more there. Okay, so that's the placement of all those. The only thing left to do is bling. There's no ribbon with this one. It's just a little bit of bling inside and outside the frame. So I'll pop one here and here. And again, I think I'll use 5 there. And maybe one couple down here as well. There we are. Okay, so that's a nice quick one, that one. Only, what, 12 minutes. So that's card number 2. You've got your little panel inside. You could pop a sentiment in there, or another flower or something if you've got a spare one. And that's that one. I really like that. It's nice and understated. Okay, so that's card number 2. I'll pop back very soon with card number